Hi everyone, it's me, Krylios, Team Racing Productions MC and producer. And today I am so happy to welcome to our channel Sheila Dunn from Enemy. Welcome, Sheila.
Thank you. Welcome. I appreciate you calling me up and having me on.
Well, it is awesome to have you here today. So, what I want to do to start this off is just have you introduce yourself to our viewers and give us a little bit about your experience and background.
Okay, well, I'm Sheila Dunn. I'm the communications director of the National Motorists Association. And my background, I grew up in Oklahoma. I studied communications and theater, and I was a TV reporter. I did a number of other things. I lived in Germany for over 10 years, and I lived in Madison, Wisconsin for a long time, and that's how I got this job. So.
Awesome, awesome. Now, for anyone watching who might not be aware of the National Motorists Association, what can you tell us about the association and what you do?
Well, first of all, it's grassroots nonpartisan, and it is a nonprofit. And
Mhm,
we got started back in the day, late 70s, early 80s, to
mhm,
trying to eliminate the 55 miles per hour speed limit across the country that was
mm,
put in because of the oil embargo at the time. And we still deal with speed limits all over the country and in
mhm,
Canada. We have members from also most of North America. So we also handle things like we're opposed to any kind of automated traffic enforcement, also street
mhm,
surveillance, in-car surveillance, and we deal a lot with ticket issues and things like that, traffic stops. So there's a lot of things that a lot of motorist news right now. It's there's just so much happening. It's crazy.
yeah, wow, wow, wow. Well, what's coming up? What are some of the things that you are currently focusing on and looking on right now?
Well, right now in the country, there's this thing called Complete Streets and Vision Zero, and
Mhm,
cities across the country are getting permission from state legislatures to lower their speed limits without any traffic engineering or things like that. So when you have like a city of Boston puts their speed limits down to 20, people are still traveling 25 and 30. They're still traveling the old speed limit because most motorists will travel the speed that the street's designed for, and also they'll go with the flow of traffic because the safest way for going is the flow of traffic. And so if people are going a little faster, then most people will drive a little faster. So that's
mhm,
part of the issue with what's happening right now. In terms of Vision Zero, it is a lofty goal not to have any traffic accident deaths. It's very, very
mhm.
important. But most of the deaths occur at night with pedestrians. Sometimes, and the other thing about Vision Zero that's very frustrating for us is that no matter what, the motorist is responsible, and that's not necessarily true. It is an accident. It's called an accident for a reason, because people make mistakes, and it could be the motorist, it could be a pedestrian, it could be a bicyclist, a motorcyclist. There are reasons that these things occur, and they're always tragedies. So it's terrible. The other thing that's focused in on speed limits. There's also another aspect of this, which is called traffic calming. Traffic calming is when they put in speed humps. They put in pedestrian bulb outs where you have to kind of drive around. They also narrow the lanes. They also let's take a 4-lane street, 2 lanes either way, and then they put it into a 3-lane, so you have a left turn lane, which is nice. But if you have over 20,000 cars on that street every day, it's almost
Mhm.
impossible to get through it. So that's where some of the issues are. Some cities will put in bike lanes, they'll tear them out right away because they realize it just doesn't work. So there's a lot of issues with that right now. Automated traffic enforcement has really picked up some speed after
Yes, talk to us a
the
little bit
announcement.
about that.
Yeah,
Because I've
yeah.
realized.
Well, yeah, automated traffic enforcement. There's a number of different kinds of cameras. There's speed cameras, which I think we're all probably fairly familiar with. There's red light
Mhm,
cameras, which will snap a picture of you if you go through a red light, even though when you entered the red light, it just turned yellow. You'll still might get a ticket because the yellow light might be too short. There's also green light camera, which is the combination of the two. that will get you in the intersection. Then you have things which is not automated license plate readers. This is also automated enforcement. In Oklahoma, for example, they look for people that don't have car insurance. So there's that. They look for other things in other localities with automated license plate readers. In some places, they can use facial recognition, which is surveillance in a car, which is really hard to believe. And they also use automated license plate readers for transponders for tolls. So there's a lot of things going on with that a lot of people aren't aware of. And in many areas, a lot of these things are actually put into minority neighborhoods, which means that minority drivers are getting more tickets, and it's
so
just
they're much
not
more
right.
affected by
It's
these
not right
policies
anyway.
in that way. Yeah. So they're much more affected by those policies in that way. Certainly.
Right.
What can
And this is the
people
same with traffic enforcement. A lot of that
Yeah.
happens in minority communities. Like I'm going to say Buffalo, New York is a prime example. There's some huge problems where the mayor asked the police chief, hey, what's happening? How many people do you stop in this certain area? And he goes, well, I don't know. We don't keep track of it. So there's that whole data problem too. So they just don't know, but there's anecdotally, it feels like there's more being done in those communities than, let's say, a more fluent neighborhood somewhere else.
Yeah, certainly. And for anyone who has issues like these or wants somewhere to go to complain, to get more information, to get more resources, how can someone do that, by the way?
Yeah, we have a website. We have a
Mhm.
couple of websites, but our main website is www.motorist, which is plural.org. And you can find out a lot of things on there. Also, you can become a member, and we have information about how to fight tickets. We encourage people to fight their tickets all the time, because when you fight a ticket, you allow yourself, number one, you empower yourself, and number two, especially if the ticket's not right, like if you were caught in a speed trap and it was just a ridiculous speed trap, which happens in many small towns across the country, then it's important to fight that ticket. You may not win, and you still may have to pay the ticket, maybe even pay more for court fees, but it's still worth it because you're fighting for your constitutional rights, and that's important here.
Yes, certainly. Could I ask you one thing? What are your thoughts on automated driverless cars and how that might change or evolve the conversation? Especially when it comes to what you and your organization does, your association does.
Well, we're not really opposed to technology of any kind. We just want to make sure that the technology is safe. What I have a problem with is, every day there's a new recall on some sort of current car. And I'm thinking, if they can't get bolts right, or if they can't get, the airbags right, how are they possibly going to get autonomous cars right? The other issue that I have with autonomous cars, and they call it vehicle to infrastructure, everything, V2X, that can get hacked. There's hacking going on all the time. And, so we're not opposed to it. We just want to make sure that it's safe. And right now, I've been working at the NMA for 7 years. And when I first started, everyone was really excited about driverless cars and stuff. And, that enthusiasm has tampered down a little bit because they realize that the last 5% they're not able to really get to yet. If you think about, I've thought about this a lot, when you're driving just down just your regular commute, how many micro decisions you make constantly, adjusting your speed, adjusting, for whatever's happening, people coming at you, or having to stop, or, there's all kinds of decisions that are made. And for us to expect an AI, artificial intelligence, or computer to do that, it's not ready yet, basically.
Yeah. Well, that makes a lot of sense. I do want to
I think where AVs will work is probably in a loop situation, like on a campus of some kind, like a big business or a college campus. I think that makes more sense. But in regular traffic where you have 4 lanes going, or a highway, I don't know. And then they want to do trucks like that, and that's really scary to me, having 3 trucks platooned together and autonomous vehicles. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
We're probably not there yet. Where we're at the level.
I think eventually we'll get there. I just don't think we're there yet. And I think the bigger issue right now is the conversion from gasoline and diesel to electric. And maybe hydrogen. I'm actually really excited about hydrogen fuel, but it's not there yet. Electrical fuel, it's a great idea, but vehicles are really expensive right now. There's a whole thing about the batteries and how much range they have. There's a lot of issues with that, and And, also the grid, how is it going to support all of these electric cars everywhere? So, I don't know. There's a lot of issues. That's why it's kind of an exciting time for motorists and what's going on
because we
in
are
the
we are
motorist
entering
industry.
almost a new we're entering almost a new
It's definitely a
era.
new
We are in that,
era.
yes,
Yeah.
certainly in that transition to that. So
But we're
I'm
still back
excited
to,
to see.
motorist rights, people getting
Yes.
stopped. Why are they getting stopped? All of
Mhm.
that, police reform. So there's so many things going on. It's just really incredible to
Certainly.
me.
And so we just want to make sure that all our viewers are aware of that. And for more information, of course, they can go to your website. I'm going to put that up one more time.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And I'll remind everyone that the link will be in the description below. Yes, the link will be in the description below. So you are able to go there, find out more information. You can go to Facebook and follow there so that you can continue to get updates. Sheila, thank you so much for joining me today. It has been such a pleasure getting to talk with you and really understanding more about what the National Motorists Association do. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for the invite. I appreciate talking about it anytime.
Awesome. Those watching, please follow Team Racing Productions at Team Racing on all forms of social media. Click around our YouTube channel and see what we've got in store for you. We have vlogs, we have interviews, we have forums, and so much more to add delight to your day. Please like, comment, and subscribe. But most of all, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.